Sofronio Vasquez returns to his beginnings as a judge on The Voice, this time serving as a panelist and advising the competitors. He also joins Tawaging Tanghalan. On Monday, January 19, Vasquez was introduced as one of the jurados at the start of the 10th season of the reality singing competition on It's Showtime. TNT Season 4 champion J.N. Yozers and head judge Louis Ocampo completed the judges on Monday's program. Additionally, Vasquez attended the competition's Tuesday episode. In addition to being the first Filipino to win The Voice USA Season 26 in 2024, Vasquez has been performing on ASAP and at a number of government-sponsored events across the nation. There was a subdued electricity in the air when Sofronio Vasquez took the stage as a judge, not as a competitor or a frightened idealist with a microphone. It wasn't ostentatious or noisy. It wasn't necessary. The audience's forward lean, the competitors' back straightening, and Sofronio's brief stop to see the well-known lights from a fresh perspective all bore the weight of the occasion. Tawaging Tanghalan has been more than just a singing competition for many years. It has served as a testing ground for raw Filipino talent, a national platform where voices sculpted by church choirs, neighborhood fiestas, and karaoke nights are put to the test in front of millions of people. Sofronio Vasquez is well aware of the pressure. He was one of many Filipino singers pursuing a dream that felt both unattainable and very personal long before he found success on foreign stages. Like many of the competitors who are currently in front of him, Sofronio used to sing for hope rather than fame. The hope that a voice might transform a person's life. The hope that talent could open doors. And the hope that someone, somewhere, would pay attention. He is now one of those individuals sitting behind the judge's desk. The significance of the seat: it takes more than simply vocal skill and note-hitting to judge a competition like Tawaging Tanghalan. It's important to comprehend the singer's emotional, cultural, and personal perspectives. Sofronio provides a wealth of that knowledge. His journey, characterized by tenacity, self-control, and a profound regard for craft, enables him to look past performances that are merely surface level. He listens with purpose. He keeps an eye out for narrative. He considers more than simply a contestant's volume or vocal quality. He also considers how they relate to the song. In a prior interview, Sofronio stated, "Anyone can sing a song. However, not everyone can truly mean it." His judging style is now influenced by that idea. A judge who pays attention before speaking, Sofronio, stands out on the panel right away due to his composed demeanor. Sofronio prefers towards quiet contemplation, while other judges draw attention with dramatic emotions. With his hands folded, shoulders relaxed, and eyes fixed, he listens as though the performance taking place in front of him is worthy of his utmost regard. And his remarks are measured when he does speak. He takes his time offering criticism. He doesn't conceal himself with technical terms. Rather, he addresses participants in a straightforward, honest, and profoundly sympathetic manner, much like a mentor would address an apprentice. "Your voice is strong, but I want to hear you, not just the notes," he would add. "Don't rush it. You have something special. That passage in verse 2? You made a connection there. Recall that emotion." Those comments land like anchors for competitors standing on a stage where anxiety may make everything blurry. A resonant representation for Filipino viewers, Sofronio's appearance on Tawaging Tanghalan also has a deeper meaning. He stands for an artistic age that demonstrated that Filipino creativity transcends national boundaries. His success outside strengthened rather than diminished his origins. And now, he closes a potent loop between local inspiration and worldwide success by returning to the Philippine stage as a judge. Sofronio's journey is a clear message for young singers watching from home, whether they are in distant provinces or small apartments. You don't have to compromise between being loyal to who you are and having enormous dreams. Both are possible. Advice influenced by experience: not only is Sofronio a gifted musician, but his life lessons from adversity are what make him particularly useful as a judge. He is aware of rejection. He is aware of uncertainty. He knows what it's like to put your everything into a performance and still question whether it was sufficient. Because of this, his criticisms feel more like discussions than judgments. Sofronio does not portray a contestant's stumble as a sign of failure. He presents it as knowledge. You develop here. You are being asked to do this by the song. You can improve on this the next time. That strategy fosters learning rather than fear in a competition when emotions are frequently running high. The panel's chemistry, it's never easy to join an established judging panel, but Sofronio fits right in with Talwaging Tanghalan's beat. His interactions with other judges seem natural. Courteous arguments, mutual amusement, and intelligent discussions about musical selections. He enriches conversations rather than taking over them. On pitch, one judge might make a critique. Stage presence could be the focus of another. Sofronio frequently returns to the narrative. He will question, "What were you trying to say with that performance? For whom were you singing?" Both the audience and the contestant are left with unanswered questions. A new mentoring standard. As time goes on, it becomes evident that Sofronio is discreetly guiding a generation rather than merely evaluating results. Participants begin to pay closer attention. They modify their thinking in addition to their skill. They start to realize that singing is about telling the truth rather than trying to win over judges. That change is small but significant. Additionally, it depicts Sofronio's own artistic development, from a self-assured someone ready to assist others discover their voice to a self-assured individual eager to prove himself. The importance of Filipino music for emotion. The emotional attachment that Filipino listeners have to music is well known. Seldom are songs just songs. They are often confessions, dedications, and recollections. Sofronio is naturally aware of this. He urges competitors to delve deeper and discover the personal connection that connects the psalm to their own lives when they select emotionally charged classics or traditional OPM ballads. He might add, "Don't sing this like it's famous. Sing it as if it were your own." Respect for Filipino musical culture, which prioritizes honesty over spectacle, is the foundation of this advice. A judge with a student's perspective. As a judge, Sofronio Vasquez's refusal to portray himself as someone who has completed his education may be his most innovative quality. He freely discusses how he is continuously developing as an artist. He admits when a performance takes him by surprise. He genuinely listens to what his colleagues judges have to say. That humility strikes a deep chord. Sofronio's grounded approach is refreshing in an industry that frequently rewards ego. It serves as a reminder that humility and mastery can coexist. The implications for Talwaging Tanghalan with Sofronio on the jury. Talwaging Tanghalan embarks on a new phase that prioritizes craft, individuality, and emotional truth in addition to competition. Without raising the temperature, his presence raises the bar. He pushes competitors without deterring them. He criticizes without being demeaning. By doing this, he reinforces the show's fundamental goal of finding voices that matter rather than just sound good. A note to each and every participant: contestants that stand in front of Sofronio Vasquez leave the stage with something valuable. Clarity, regardless of whether they advance or go home. Clarity regarding their advantages. Clarity of their shortcomings. Clarity regarding their desired career path as artists. And sometimes that clarity is more valuable than a trophy. The circle was finished and reopened. Sofronio straightens his back, folds his hands, and listens as the cameras roll and a new competitor advances. A young vocalist watching him from somewhere in the audience, or maybe at home, is thinking, "That might be me someday." Sofronio is fully aware of how that feels, because just a short while ago, he was the one on the opposite side of the stage, his voice shaking, his heart racing, his dream blazing brightly. He now sees more than just fantasies in his role as a judge on Talwaging Tanghalan.